day trading trend reversals. I would say that the best setup that you can ever take as a day trader is a trend reversal. If you can nail the bottom, you can nail the top, well, you're going to make lots and lots of money. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to look for a trend reversal and to set yourself up for success as a day trader trading the trend. Bringing it all down right here in this video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Patrick here, back today to talk about the day trading trend reversal. Why is it so important to be able to, number one, find the trend, know the trend, and then be able to capitalize off a trend reversal? If you're able to identify the trend, well, then you should be able to identify a trend reversal as well. But I see a lot of people that struggle. They say, Patrick, I can't figure out when to get in. I can't figure out when to get long. I'm going to show you exactly when to get in, when to get out, and all that fun stuff right here in this video. So if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, you want to learn more about day trading, you want to see the day trading live every morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, well, tune in first off to the live stream, and then secondly, hit that like button and subscribe button, and let's get into what you need to focus on here for the day trading trend reversal. This is the 3-minute chart. This was the chart from Friday. It was pretty choppy in the morning. There's a couple of key things that you can see here on the chart that I'm going to show you that predicted a trend reversal. The idea that the market reversed off the bottoms and then rallied to the moon. So pretty much like all morning long, pretty choppy action. And then at the end of the day, we had a really good move to the upside. You can see the EMAs fanned out, a really solid move from the 60s up there to 900 by the end of the day. And I mean, during the trading day, you're looking at 95 high. So from the 60s to 95, that's about a 35 handle move. That's some serious profit, my friends. If you only were trading 3 contracts, 2 contracts, that's easily $2,000, $3,000. So being able to identify this trend reversal is key. Now, obviously, in hindsight, it's easy to be like, oh yeah, well, look, that's where I should have bought. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Let's talk about kind of what you can be looking for when you're seeing this action in all of what's going on here on the chart. So I like to use the 3-minute chart for my entries to kind of figure out like where I want to get in, where I want to get out. On the chart right now, we have 3 different EMAs. We have the 8 EMA being the yellow line, we have the 21 EMA being the blue line, and then the 51 EMA being that red line there. What we're going to focus on here is a couple of different things. First off, do we have any levels of support? Where are the levels of support? What areas are we watching? So first off, if we look here, we can see that we have resistance here at this level. That 90 level, we pushed up there, we sold off. If we look down here at the bottom, we see that there's support at the bottom. So we had that touch at open right there at that 55 level, right? We touched that 55 level, we pushed up to the 90s, we then pulled back. But guess what happened? We touched that 55 level again, and we held there. We didn't break. So what does that mean for us? That means that there's a possible double bottom. Obviously, like in hindsight, you know, it looks a lot easier. But let's just focus on what is going on here. We have the double bottom. Overall, the market was down on the day. It's Friday. What else do we have going on? We have this overall trend to the downside, right? Trending to the downside, multiple touches. We then bounce off the bottom again for 55. So that's your trend, right? We're trending lower. Earlier in the day, we had a trend pushing up. So let's say you wanted to get short, first trend of the day. You wanted to look for that trend reversal. We pushed up to that 90 level. You can see we have that overall trend. We break the trend right here. But do I want to get short, especially when the market's choppy? We have the EMAs right there. We have a lot of stuff going on. Do I want to get short right here just right away? Probably not. You know, let's be a little bit more patient. Let's wait for the retest. And when I say a retest, we're basically looking for another high that we just can't get above that level up there. So at this point, I can see like we're pretty much in this channel here, right? We pulled back. We're bouncing off that, and we're basically looking for a retest. And when I say a retest, I'm looking for, you know, this pulled back, kind of pulled back there, but pushed up, and it couldn't go higher. So my retest, my entry on this, if I want to get short, is right here. That's my entry. When we pushed up there, we got denied. We get short here. We get that move down. You can see it actually ended up retesting once again at that 80 level. So hit there, pulled back, hit there, and then finally broke the downside. We traded this during the live stream, and I actually traded this exact move there when we had that channel. So this is not just me in hindsight, but I want you guys to understand, like we push up, we break that trend, we pull back. You could get short here for the trend break. You know, we broke below that 15-minute, we broke below that candle there, this 81s, or, you know, you can wait, be patient, and look for that retest it ended up pushing back up pretty much like where that entry would be from that break of the downside. So, you know, you could have entered there for 81, got the 10 handles, or you could have waited for the retest and then look for that move. Also, identifying that we have the MACD cross. We're starting to get momentum to the downside. The histogram is pointing down. Everything's lining up for that reversal. So that's one way to look at the trend reversal, right? We have the trend. It's pushing up. We pull back. We get the retest. And then we get short when we retest and we can't get back up to those highs. Easy. You know, I get a lot of messages from people asking me how to make money in the market. What do I do? How do I get rich in the market? And number one, I'm going to tell you right now that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. But if you really want to learn, you want to get into trading, and you want to kind of see what it's all about, hit that subscribe button right now and hit the like button. Let me know in the comments below what kind of videos do you guys want to see, and let's get back into this action on the trend reversal. I'm telling you right now, that trend reversal strategy is one of the #1 strategies that you can have in the overall day trading space. Now, let's talk about the big move of the day. What was the real big move of the day? Having that double bottom, right? We can see like we got that overall trend. We're trending lower. We're trending lower. One thing that I want to point out here is, look, we got this break of this trend. So again, do I want to enter for the break of that trend right there? Probably not. I would wait for that confirmation. And where is the confirmation? What do I want to see? I want to see that this pushes up and then it pulls back and then turns those EMAs into support. If we can't get that, well, then it's just a trap, and then we're going to probably go lower. Also, looking at the MACD here, looking at the MACD through this move, it's kind of just like funky. Not much going on like for a good reversal. But if you, let's say you entered here for this reversal, where's your stop at? Your stop can be down here below 55. I'm not sure I want to risk 10 handles on my stop there, but that wouldn't be like the worst, you know, idea, seeing that you had double bottom. But really, let's talk about where's the best entry. This is kind of interesting too, because we pulled back. It's kind of interesting as well because we were bouncing off that 59s. We push up. We then broke back through that 59 level. But guess what? That double bottom, it held. So now we have basically a triple bottom there at the 55, 56 level. So we're holding right here, 58s, and then we got to push back up. Where do I want to get long to make money on this move up? Again, okay, we're breaking through right here. But look at those candles, like not like very clean. The MACD's kind of choppy, not much going on. We haven't had the EMAs all crossing yet. The EMAs are still kind of wacky. We're not back above the 51. One thing that I really like to see, you can see here, we didn't get above the 51 on that 8 EMA. So the 8 EMA did not push above the 51, so it's kind of showing that we're kind of chopping around there. Now here, what happens when we break out? We get that break above the 51. So the 8 EMA breaks above the 51 EMA right there. That's showing momentum is starting to push back up. We can see the histogram on the MACD pushing back up as well. Big spike in volume. So this is confirming the move. As you see earlier, looking at this move, when we pushed up, we didn't get a huge spike in volume. We kind of just got a normal spike in volume. We didn't get above the volume from earlier. Not a big deal. But here on this confirmation move, when we push up, we get a big spike in volume. So that's confirming that we're having a bullish move, that we're, you know, triple bottom, like this thing is setting up, we're going back up. Like this market wants to push back up out those lows. So where is the best possible entry? Again, you know, like I said earlier, you could enter here for this first break, kind of above these candles here, above that 65 level, 66. You could have. You get that move up to 76. That's 10 handles, no problem. But really, the best possible entry is going to be that retest. So we push up to 76, we pull back, we then turn the 8 EMA into support, right? 8 EMA right there at the 70s. That's beautiful. The MACD's crossed. Everything's lining up. Volume's good. We pushed out of this overall downtrend. And where's our target going to be? Target's going to be up here at the 90s, that previous area of resistance. We pushed up there earlier. There's a lot of circles on the chart right now, but in general, you know, we're entering here when we retest, and then we're looking for a move back up to those highs. So, and that's a 12-handle move, and that's a 20-handle move right there. That's serious profits made. That's how you make money trading futures. You get the break to the upside. You know that we got the triple bottom. We broke that downtrend. We're not going lower. This tells me like, hey, it's time to get in long and ride this momentum back to those highs. If we break above the highs, well, then there's a possibility that maybe we go even higher than that. But let's just be honest and think like, okay, you know, 10, 20 handles as kind of my target overall. Normally when I enter a trade, I'm looking for 10, 20 handles, maybe 15 handles, depending on the action in the move. Another thing that I like to do is we have this big 15-minute move up. right? That big candle showing strength. We got the push up. What do I like to do? I want to see, kind of get an idea of where would be a good pullback based on the fib levels. And if you see here, we kind of pushed up to that level. You know, a little bit deeper would have been nicer, but in general, we're like, okay, that's still a pretty good pullback. At least got 0.5 to bounce off there. If you go back to the 3-minute chart here, another kind of tool that I've been using is the Fibonacci extensions, right? So we're going to basically just map this off of this move up and then that move down to get an idea of where the market could move. Where should be my target? If we didn't know that there was already resistance at the 90s, like where would my target be here? It's pretty clear to see, okay, we push up, we pull back. It went up to the 1.618 area. Your overall target really is like that 1 right here when it says 388.4, so 3,884, so kind of in this level would be a good target. And then your next target's up. Your first profit target's here at the 84s. Your second profit target would be up there at the 90s. So those are some really good tools to get an idea of where this move could go, and kind of the idea that, you know, okay, this is the first breakout to the upside, and then this is the first leg higher. One thing that I really do want to talk about is one thing that'll really help you as well is thinking about where. So really being able to nail these trend reversals, you can really optimize your overall profits. You know, so you're entering here for that pullback. You know, where's my stop? My stop's going to be, you know, down here, kind of at the bottom of this area where we broke out at. So we're risking, you know, from the 68, 70 level, kind of off the 64, 60 area. Pretty much like down here would be your stop. You got the EMAs there as well. So we have a couple things going on. We have the EMAs acting as support. We have the MACD confirming that we have the move higher. We're breaking out of that downtrend. We've got a double bottom, almost a triple bottom on this move up. So we have a lot of things going in our favor. And number one, we identified the trend break. Once we identified the trend break, the trend reversal, then we're looking for that pullback. And then we're getting that confirmation move, and then bam, we're looking for that move up. I would say the trend reversal, again, can be one of the most powerful entries, the opportunities to make money in terms of your risk to reward, especially if you're getting a big move up. You know, you're really minimizing your risk because you, number one, have got confirmation that the trend has been reversed. You're getting that pullback. You're getting the overall opportunity. You're looking for support levels and things like that. So you're really kind of maximizing your profit potential by looking for those trend reversals. And that's exactly what happened today. We had a beautiful trend reversal. Even though the market was bearish all day long, choppy, terrible action all day, when that final trend reversal happened at the end of the day, it was pretty clear to see like, hey, it's time to get long. It's time to look to make money to the upside as this pushes back up. So being able to identify the trend reversal is key to being kind of a overall good trader. Being able to identify the trend, but then being able to see like, hey, look, we're getting double bottom. We got this happening. This is happening. I'm thinking this is a trend reversal. I'm thinking the trend is going to reverse off these levels. So there it is. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, subscribe button, let's go ahead and do it. I'll talk to you guys later on.
Yeah.